Hello Warfighters, Warriors Hal. Welcome to the next episode of Resolute Alliance. This is the 2035 campaign where we're taking a look at World War III in the 2035 Armaverse. Alright, so for this mission what we're going to be doing is we're going to be holding the line against CSAT forces as they continue to push through the country of Georgia. Of course, we're going to take a look here in just a little bit at what the briefing is, but this gives you a little bit of an idea of what our line looks like. We've got CSAT soldiers that are pushing into this position, so we're gonna have to hold here at all costs. All right, now time for the briefing here. Now, as of the last episode, this was the lines of battle. Of course, we're gonna see some adjustments taking place as the 3 divisions and 1 brigade are starting to push deeper into Georgia. You can see the progress that they have made. We're still gonna be going up against the Airborne brigade. Of course, we've got some armor that is nearby as well that could play a factor in this battle, or at least in the near future. But this is the city that we are going to be near as we try and hold this line and see if we can stop this Airborne brigade from pushing through and maybe force them to kind of slow up their advance in the center portion of their lines. So I'm going to be in a position, as you can see right here, that's a little bit elevated. I've got some good cover, and the flares that we had set on a tripwire are now starting to go off. So we have a good direction of where they're coming from, and we obviously know that they are nearby. So we are standing ready. We've got other members of the platoon that I'm in foxholes surrounding me. So we've got a pretty good defensive line here for where we're at. And obviously, as you can see here, we've got a good line of sight on the direction that they're going to be coming from. So they should be coming any moment. I am actually like pretty tense at this point, not knowing what is going to be coming my way, because big thanks to Blacklight for helping Zeus and come up with some ideas for this mission. Always great to see. So since I am on edge, hopefully that gives me a little bit of an advantage here. Now we've seen the flares go off, but I've yet to see any movement from CSAT. So they might be waiting to make the push, or they might have a small recon element that is starting to move up, but oh, they're actually now dropping artillery on this line. So yes, the advance is coming for sure now that we've seen the flares moving in. They might be trying to soften up these lines here as well. Now we are in the center of the line. There is a platoon on our right and left flank as well. And so as long as we can hold out, we should be able to stop them right here. If not, though, there's a position that's a little bit farther back where headquarters is and everything. That is our last line of defense. So if I need to fall back, I definitely can. Now I'm starting to finally see some movement out in the open. I'm going to wait just a little bit before I actually open up on these guys, because I want them to be close enough so that way we are all engaging at once. And I might actually wait for AI. Yep, AI starting to engage, so I will too. Looks like we got movement on the left as well, not just here through the center. Going with the heavy machine gun for this particular operation. I hope this turns out to be effective. I have not actually used this weapon before, so if this doesn't go well, my bad. I just got to get better with it. All right, so we've slowed up the advance, at least on the middle. You can see they're starting to go for some cover. Should be able to take down most of them in the open. I think we've got some movement along the right. Yep, they've already made it into the trees, so I might have to reposition to engage the guys that are over there, but actually I think I'll leave it to the people on the right. I just don't want to miss out on something that's happening through the middle, since I know that that's my primary area of responsibility. Left side looks clear. Yeah, everybody's basically focusing on the right side. I don't want to get caught with too much tunnel vision. There might be one more person over there. Oh, do we have some more people coming across the middle? I'm like following where the tracers are going. Gives me obviously a good idea of where the enemy might be coming from. And here we go. I'm starting to see some movement a little bit farther back. I'm going to try to engage them from a longer distance. Particularly because they're going to be moving in here, I think, already aggroed. Oh, man. That took out one of the foxholes directly up ahead. That flare is obviously going to make it easy for him to see me, too. Now, if we do get overrun right here, like our position, what we're going to see for CSAT is they're going to have a clear road through the middle. So this is absolutely vital that we do end up holding. I know one of the things when you're doing these types of defensive missions in Arma, best thing I've ever heard say about it is you're obviously going to be a lot, or have a lot more courage when you know you can respawn and everything. But in this, I'm not going to be able to respawn. So I am going to play this somewhat cautiously. If I feel like I'm in a position that I'm not going to be able to hold, yes, I will fall back with hopes that we can survive. Now, the way that this is going to end, too, is I've got a time limit basically set. And if I can hold out for that long, then I'll be able to extract from this area after, obviously, inflicting heavy casualties on CSAT. So we'll kind of see how that unfolds. And I'll talk a little bit about... vehicle coming. But yeah, I'll talk a little bit about that more later on. Dang it, that one is armed, and it is now in combat mode. The lights are off. Gotta try to slow up that vehicle, because I just feel like if he gets his sights on me or somebody else, then... Oh, thank you. One of the guys with AT took it out. Yeah, that one's not easy to shoot through. It's the vehicles that I'm really most worried about. We definitely could be seeing them here make an even stronger presence, especially if this infantry is just the first wave and they've got more of a larger force behind it ready to push through. This could be a problem. Okay, again, not seeing any easy shots. Oh, this guy's gotten up pretty close. Dropped him, and there might be some other guys that are back here by the trees. I thought I saw somebody running perpendicular, moving right to left. So I'm just kind of firing in here. If I also need to resupply, get some more ammunition, I can also fall back too. So that's another thing I gotta take into account. But I do have plenty of ammo, so I'm not being too terribly conservative with what I choose to fire at. I mean, obviously, if it's something I can hit, I'll shoot at it, but kind of be smart. All right, things have definitely calmed down with the exception of the vehicles still going off out there in the field. That does illuminate a lot of stuff. My hope is that that makes it easier for friendly AI to identify hostile targets and open up on them. All right, this guy's patching up, but okay, he's down now. Yep, that looks like that was just the first wave. What we're getting from command, as you can see in the bottom left, is there is now a major push coming this way. I don't think it's going to be that easy. That might be mortars and artillery continuing to come in, or it's 40mm grenades. Okay, get some ammo off of him too. I forgot that I had that, but while my ammo bearer is here, I can just go ahead and get those extra boxes and stay in the fight. So yeah, once I run out and he runs out, that's when I might have to fall back too. I see headlights. That is not a good sign. Oh, that is a truck that's got to have troops inside of it. I'm going to try to see what I can do to keep it at bay there. That way, maybe somebody with AT can get a hit on it from long distance. But no, it's continuing to push up. Maybe take out the driver if I can. I think I got him. He's just stopping there now. There's going to be troops in the back more than likely. So once I get this reload done, I'm just going to start engaging the back part of it. Maybe hit some of the soldiers that are inside. Oh, more coming. Oh, and an APC too. Never mind. I'm going to try and focus on it, trying to get this infantry, because that's the one thing that I can do to kind of help out. There's really not much that I'm going to be able to do against an APC. That's where I hope the AT guys come in here. Yeah, they're still getting out. At the very least, I'm slowing them up, suppressing them, so that way those who are able to fire more accurately than I am will be able to take them out. Where'd that APC go? Seriously, I have no idea where it went, and that just terrifies me. Was that it? That had to be it. Perfect. It's down. Tree made it difficult for me to see it, and obviously for it to see me as well. Yeah, even though I'm resting my weapon on here, there's still some kick, as you can see, which makes it hard to get a good, accurate burst on these guys. So I got to keep the burst somewhat short. And you've seen I've, in some cases, just been sticking with 2-3 rounds. Dang it, I got a weapon jam. Not too surprised. We'll go ahead and try and clear the jam here. More explosions coming by. This cover's helping me. It looks like for those that are in the foxholes as well, they're weathering it. Pretty good too. These guys really have no choice but to hunker down and hope that they'll be able to survive. I mean, honestly, if they get up and start running in our direction, it's game over for them. More troops coming in. I'll admit, you've been holding them pretty well. That guy patches himself up and then gets dropped. Trying to hit these guys as they're trying to move left through the trees, and I think he just threw some smoke. Hey, that didn't work. I was hoping he'd kind of walk into it. That time he did, though, but I'm going to focus on some of the guys up the center. Again, got to stay away from tunnel vision. Make sure that the guys who are on the left are able to engage them. But I've been hit. This is the first time, and my ammo bearer is down too. Luckily, it's not that bad. It's just a hit to the chest. I should be able to patch it up and get back into the fight pretty quick. All right, we're good. Oh, dang it. I pressed the wrong button. I threw a frag. Oops. We'll get back up and try that again. We'll pretend that didn't happen, guys. We've got one more guy that's kind of operating in the middle here. Well, there might actually be a few of them. Yeah, there's two over there that I see. Got to do better on maintaining accurate fire even through a 3-round burst. That kick though just makes it difficult, so I got to try and aim a little bit lower when I'm firing to compensate for it. And before I forget, I should try and grab that ammo. I'm hearing a fighter overhead. I don't know if that is ours, because we saw Georgian Air Force in the last episode. Well, it could be CSAT, who we've seen have a pretty heavy presence. Dang it, here comes another vehicle. Oh, that's armor. Yep, there's nothing I'm going to be able to do about armor. Dang it, 2 tanks have now rolled in. Alright, this might be the moment that I've got to fall back. We've expended, obviously, some of our AT as... Oh, so an APC and a tank. Okay. But no, we've expended some AT previously. And I don't know if we have really much left. I think we had a couple javelins. We had a couple disposable AT. But with... but I think the disposable AT being expended... Yep, I'm getting down. We're not even firing anything at it. I think we're all out of AT. You know, I'm going to take this opportunity, I think, to make sure that I'm good to go. And then I'm going to start falling back to HQ. Now, as I start to fall back, though, I've just got to make sure that I get back in a way that's pretty smart. Just kind of using some of the trees, or at least move as quickly as possible. Because I know that the armor that we've got in the middle of this field could devastate me really quickly. And this would be mission over. But I do have to try and move fast. So I'm going to use the bunker as much as possible to prevent the APC from spotting me. The tank, though, is engaging those on the right. We're losing people quite a bit. Even though we've given the order for everybody to fall back, it's difficult for a lot of them to do it with them being suppressed. Okay, well, I might be the only one who was able to fall back. But here we go. We're at the town now. Oh, they're shelling that position, too. I got out of there just in time. Okay. Terrain should give me enough cover to move up. All right, so here's our second and only other line of defense, really. You can see we've got a comms tower. We've got bunkers that are here as well that should be able to provide us ample cover as the next wave of forces move in. Now, one of the reasons why we chose that tree line was because even though that there's armor, we don't think that they're going to necessarily push past this position. Or the tanks are going to be able to push through the trees. So we may see infantry at first and then get flanked later on by the tanks, or they might get given a different objective. Got to find a good place to get set up. I think this tower will be probably the best spot for me. I mean, having that elevated position was very, very nice in the previous section. And continuing that, I think will give me a pretty good advantage. But at the same time, I will probably be engaged before anybody else is. All right, we got one person coming with us. Now, at this position, this is going to be an interesting part of the mission. So this guy, his name is Smith. He is the radio man. If I make it through the allotted time, he is going to be the one to call in for us to get picked up with MRAPs. Now, if he goes down, he's not going to be able to make the call. So I've got to be watching him, because if I do notice that he goes down, I'll have to pick up the radio and make the call myself. And obviously it's going to take a little bit of time for those vehicles to get here. So I'll kind of be watching out. Now, it has been a little bit of time since what we had seen past, since we had devastated CSAT. We knew that they had to take some time to reform and push again. And so you can see it is now much later on at night. We've got rain that has come through as well. So this is a situation and an environment that is going to make it difficult for them to see us. The fog and everything, and then with the light shining right at them. If they're like wearing NVGs or anything, I mean, that could really make it difficult for them to see some of us. This is why I'm glad I've got the mod that allows me to use a HUD and the tactical goggles in a way that would be a lot more accurate, so I can see them as markers on the map, which is why I am firing at those red the red diamonds. Now, those of them though who have the tactical goggles as well for CSAT, they can spot us too. So it's not like the lights are doing completely everything, but it might be making a difference here. Dang it, gotta reload again. Okay, bunker on the left is engaging those that are over there. Same thing. I'm going to be focusing though on the right side, but seeing how close those guys are to the bunker on my right, I'm going to have to try and help protect them as much as I can, because that was a squad that was coming at him. Oh, dang it. The other guy who was up here with me has gone down. Those guys seem to be a lot farther away. So it's really suppression at this point. All right, seeing Smith there, he is still up, which is good to see. So we're still in the fight here. I'm going to try and see if NVGs do any difference, and not really. I mean, the biggest difference to what we're seeing with the NVGs is I feel like I've got a shorter view because of the fog. But that explosion right next to me, that's going to make it very difficult for me to use NVGs. I got to stick with just standard illumination here, some lights, and obviously that fire going off. That explosion is helping out. Up here, I am surprised I have not taken as much fire as I actually have been. Those who are on the ground, like especially those right in front of me, I don't think that they've necessarily been able to engage anybody yet. Bunkers on the right and left definitely have, as you've kind of been seeing here. Question is, when is the armor going to get here? And where is it going to come from? Same thing, we don't have much AT to really be able to use. What's even worse is, since they're starting off their attack with infantry, they could be dropping some of the guys that I've got inside of the bunkers, and there's no way to be able to retaliate once the tanks end up coming in, unless I go pick up an RPG myself. heading down the stairs. Oh, Smith went down. Dang it. Okay. What I'm going to do then, I gotta take his radio, remember. Put that equipment there. I'm gonna be good without that backpack, so I'm gonna take the radio pack, equip it, and I'm gonna continue to report the situation here. Let's go down the stairs. Let's try and see if we can find a different position. Since I'm the only one that's still alive up here, I'm wondering if I'm just a bigger target than everybody else, or those that are up here are just a large target. So I'm going to push to the bunker off to my right, see if I can use that, find a position there to kind of help take out CSAT. But yeah, numbers here as far as casualties are definitely in our favor, so we've been hammering them up to this point. The way that things have been going, I think we can already call this a moderate success by just trying to hold them, causing a large amount of damage. So I think at this point, we've got it to where we have slowed the push, at least in the center. We haven't stopped it, but we definitely have slowed it up. Yep, I'm just going to engage these guys right in front of me. There's another one there through the smoke. Looks like he's moving pretty slow, as if wounded or something. Let's keep an eye on him. See if that position changes at all. I mean, the downside of me being right here, though, is I've got the plane that's going off to my left from that destroyed MRAP. Up ahead is AT. Maybe I should try and grab it. That might come in handy, especially if we've got armor that's going to be coming this way. Haven't heard anything quite yet, but they might be using the armor for another main objective. Oh, here we go. There's a vehicle. All right, scored a hit on it, I believe. Oh, maybe not. He's still moving. I mean, I might have just heavily damaged it and not destroyed it. Oh, this will be nice. Okay, grabbing the javelin here. That will be really helpful if we see more armor coming. I'd rather take the guessing game out of making sure my shots are right where they need to be. If I can lock onto them, all the better. There we go. I was going to say, we're taking shots. I have no idea where they're coming from, but that direction is likely where we're going to be seeing another squad start to push in. This is a lonely place to be. Nobody else is still alive in this position. I'm surprised that guy up ahead, who is out in the field in front of me, is still alive, because he's had no cover whatsoever. Change positions here, see if I can get a better view on this person who's staying in the grass and is able to engage us. He's probably not specifically at that position anymore, but was that him moving over there? Oh, I hear helo. That would just be absolutely foolish if they drop troops off right in front of me. So I'm wondering where they're going. I don't even know if it's a helicopter that's carrying troops. I mean, for all I know, it could be intel gathering right now. Wow, we're still in it. Well, I think at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start calling in for us to get picked up. And then it's going to take us, like I said, a little bit of time before they arrive here. They've got somewhat of a distance to travel. So I'll have to keep that in mind as I move about. Renewed push on the left. I mean, I don't get an instantaneous response as to whether or not I got a hit. I can imagine if they're laying down or if it disappears that I was successful in taking them down, but I don't necessarily necessarily want to rely on that assumption. Oh, dang it. Also falling back from this bunker, at least getting down for a little bit. They'll try and lock onto some other target, and then I'll be able to hop up and take him out. Get a new belt in. Alright, I'm back ready for the fight. Oh, I'm taking fire a lot earlier than I thought that I would. Some guys are still focused on me, it appears. Alright, we'll just try and reposition. I don't want to stay necessarily right in the bunker if that's what they're looking for. Yeah, I know, I didn't really go too far, but here's hoping that they weren't expecting me to pop up on my right of the bunker rather than just staying in that bunker area like I had been previously. Ammo is starting to run low. What I might have to do, because I haven't seen any other heavy gunners around here, is I may have to switch weapons to an assault rifle. Just kind of finish off this mission with that. Again, we'll see though. I'll try and be a little bit more careful with ammo, but you know, there's definitely a reward for just having a higher rate of fire and firing in the direction of where the AI is. Alright, get another reload in. I should probably check to see if anybody else here inside of these trenches or bunkers really have anything that I can really use. Stockpiling on some ammo and switching weapons, as you can see here. I just didn't feel comfortable continuing to go on with the machine gun, but this is going to be the best option that I've got. It's the MXC, so this is the compact version, I believe. Overall, though, I mean, they're basically the same. Cool. By all the same, I mean the MXs are relatively the same. Oh, guy marching up on the right, staying behind some cover. That guy's down. There's more of them, too. That guy really shouldn't have gotten out of the bunker. He should have stayed in the bunker, and he ends up dying for it. And I need every person I can get right now. I'm just about at the point where I can start the extraction, so I just gotta keep holding out here as long as I can, at least until I end up making it to extraction. Oh, two more coming up the middle. Gosh, the sandbag positions have really been doing a great job at holding back some of the explosions, protecting me at least. All right, I've dropped those two. Now, things have gotten really quiet. I really have no idea how many of my guys are left that are around here. I mean, it looks like the right side might have been completely taken out. So I might already be the extreme right flank of the line. We don't really have much of anybody, if really anybody, in the center. The only place that we got is left. So I might have to consolidate in that direction to kind of help join up with them. Oh, but never mind. I really cannot move much at all. There's shots flying all around me. Well, at the very least, we're slowing them up. There is one other person here. Perfect. Where is he? Alright, we've got more of them. Now, it does seem like there are less of the enemy that are starting to push in, so this might be the tail end of their main assault. There hasn't been as much of a break between any other wave if it has come in. I mean, this just might be a really long wave 2, or it could be a 2 and a quick succession 3, but again, we're holding them off. Now, the location that I'm going to get picked up at is on the other side of these houses. I figure inside of the town, there's a road going to it. Just be an easy pick up and drop off, but this is going to be happening under fire. CSAT will continue to push up as I fall back here. So I am a little bit concerned about what I'm going to be coming back to once I get back up to the line. But got to do this. Oh, there's somebody right here. Oh, I'm so lucky he missed. Super lucky. Okay, there's nobody else. I can't remember. I got it switched to full auto sometimes. Okay, still nothing around here. I mean, to some degree, I was thinking that there might be a stronger presence in here, but not the case. They really haven't come around. It's just been a frontal assault, but we've got this squad that's moving in, and the vehicles are reporting that they are nearby. The problem is, though, is I've got to go to the other side of the town. I've got to go to my extreme left to meet with these MRAPs. So I'm going to have to fight probably along the way. That squad out in the open right here presents to me at least the biggest challenge that I'm going to face as I move that way. Unless, of course, we see, like, Armor come in. But I'm going to engage them. Again, I don't know if I'm able to hit anybody because it's so difficult to spot enemies, but might very well. I'm just testing to see if I could shoot through any of this, because that would be helpful if I just put my marker on the square that I see. But it makes sense that it wouldn't work. I mean, if I can't get direct line of sight to it, it's not like I can get information on what's there and everything, so I might just be shooting into the blind in the last known position, and we could have moved. What is that? Oh, those are blue flares. That's friendly. Alright, despite everything, I'm gonna start falling back. I'm gonna get to the vehicle back here. Oh, we've got another person who survived too. Okay, so this isn't a total loss. Pretty darn close though, I guess. I guess I'm just being really specific. Technically, it's not a complete loss. It's me and one other person survived, but with all the people that we had in here, I mean, one platoon just ended up getting wiped. We, of course, took out far more people than CSAT though. But I fully understand that it'll be much easier for them to add to their force count than it will be for us. Not even in our own country in Georgia, surrounded by CSAT. But yes, so with me making through both objectives, that means that this is going to be a major victory for us. And for a few episodes at least, this center portion of the advance is going to be stopped. So we have made sure that the air assault unit for CSAT will not continue to push forward. Make sure you guys come back and see what else I'm going to be putting out for this. I'm really excited for how this series is going and how it's been. So thank you, everybody, for the positive feedback. I'm really, really glad that you guys are liking it. If you are, make sure you hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe and the bell icons if you haven't already. There's a link to Patreon that you're going to find in the description below that goes to help support this channel and to help it to grow. So anything that you guys can do there is going to be greatly, greatly appreciated. But anyway, that is it once again for Resolute Alliance. War is hell. You don't have to worry, because warfighters, I've got your six.